It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And coming up, it's the Commanders' second-year running back. He was terrific a week ago. Well over 100 yards and several stops in the end zone. It's the Commanders and the Cowboys. And it's coming up next on Madden NFL 23.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand, and CD, you look at Washington coming into play here. They've got to be thinking, hey, we've got a good chance to be successful here running the football.
No doubt about that, because that has to be their mindset. It should be their mindset. This is one of the better rushing offenses in the league, and they're squaring off against a team that's not at all strong on the other side of the ball. So this could be one where we see this offense try to impose their will through the trenches, and in fact, they should.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9, Prescott finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Prescott on first down. Fighting to stay, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw, Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup. And they'll work this down inside the 30. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
First down, Prescott. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. On second down, Elliott stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. And that's Elliott, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line. The third down conversion successful, a gain of 11.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on third down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. Now back to the ground with Elliott. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On play action, Prescott. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Deron Payne able to record his 5th sack of the season. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. This will be caught at about the 5. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Prescott on 3rd and goal. He's got it. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. It's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They'll run it with Elliott. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. So here's Washington now backed up a bit to start their first drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll check that down. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Inside give to Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third. Throwing, Prescott. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on fourth down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on fourth down.
Running with Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott unable to punch it in. And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running, but couldn't free much space. All right, check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 3 touchdowns on the ground, and then, Charles, he threw one in through the air for good measure.
Yeah, you know you have to account for him in all situations. I mean, we know he can run the heck out of the football. You just noted what he did. But how about him being able to get out of the backfield, catch it, and get into the end zone as well?
Now a man open down the middle of the field. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons coming in to drop it for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They're going to look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch. rush. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And as we check the next-gen stats, that play lasted just 2.7 seconds from beginning to end. Just not enough time to throw the football. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7, though, on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Prescott now. And this one quickly to Lamb. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago. 8 catches, 103 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
On 2nd and very short, Prescott. And that's complete to Shepard. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Prescott to throw it. Completes this again to Shepard. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott over the middle, complete. That's Shepard. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Ezekiel Elliott. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's got some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Gibson on the read option, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and 2. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Able to connect with Dotson. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. A little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. They'll run with Robinson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now back to throw. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he had a nifty little deep juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 41. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give to Elliott. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw is Prescott. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Here's Prescott. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the next-gen stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. From the 31, Prescott under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So then 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will stay a 4-point game. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length. because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, maybe it's like my wedge. When you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. They begin the drive with Robinson. Running right through him. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run the option left side. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Here's a 2nd and 7. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Chase Young drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll look to throw here. That one complete out to Dotson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to get the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
They'll look to throw again. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. The ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Back to throw again. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
First down, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Shepard. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Prescott to throw it. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that is incomplete. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They're going to look to throw. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Throwing, Prescott. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott looking for his receiver. Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play would be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 4. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting... They'll throw now on the final play. And my goodness, another interception. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. This is caught. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So now Dak Prescott off. Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who's fearless.
shotgun handoff to Gibson. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And Thomas has it. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Gibson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Thinking on defense there. It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll try and run right on the option. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. 2nd and 6. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people out.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Going right back to Dotson. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield and try and find a receiver or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott now. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That's how multiple guys get to it.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Robinson up the middle. Down to about the 45. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the option, running right. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. He'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Handoff now to Robinson. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Holding, offense.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Second and 11. And it's caught. Touchdown. Curtis Samuel, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of our crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott. Left side to Lamb. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. To throw is Prescott. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A first down throw for Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Flush to his right, and he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end. Three quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. Second and 9 now. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Back to the ground with Robinson. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And room there to work it inside the 25. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. Back throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll set up a throw. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Johnson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And his kick here is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Little out route here, complete to Shepard.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Prescott on 1st down.
He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott on the left side. Gallup's got it.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
To the air again, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. They'll set up to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Robinson on a give right side. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
9. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And his throw here is incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Zerline connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This one fielded at the 5. Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
He'll look to throw. Quick slant, Dotson. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. keeps the sticks moving.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Now back to throw. And he finds McLaurin. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they will take a knee here. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy trying to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Commanders, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara.